fraud. That's how you know the so-called white man living in Israel is a fraud. Because you don't have anybody riding around when you see a so-called Jew walking through the neighborhood. You don't have anybody walking around following behind them and shooting them in cold blood, man. These devils walk around Eastern Parkway, man, which is basically half the hood. When you go down to Eastern Parkway in Flatbush, Brooklyn, that's half the hood. You got all types of projects, all types of jakes living over there, man, and they see these so-called Jews, man. They don't even make eye contact, man. The so-called white man is not under these curses. We are. We're the ones that's destroying each other, killing each other and all that stuff, man. Read.
And for a...
Go ahead, Doc. You want to bring something out? Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. I just want to bring to mind, remember maybe last year, this Benjamite brother, he converted to Judaism?
Shine.
Right. Not even Shine. It was another Benjamite brother. He converted to Judaism, dealing with them so-called fake Jews on Eastern Parkway in that vicinity in Brooklyn or whatever. He converted to Hasidic Judaism and he got killed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Working for the white man in his liquor store.
Right. I remember that.
And something happened, and I guess it was a robbery, and he got killed. Which goes to show that the white man is not going to tell you that you're the true Jew. He's not going to tell you that. But yes, a lot of people are confused, searching for the right way, and they get tricked into thinking that the white man is the right way, following him and his customs, which Judaism is nothing but BS.
Right.
I'm talking about you too, Stoudemire, because you converted also, and you too, Shine. A lot of y'all converted following this devil, man, and he's not going to turn around and tell you that really and truly it's the other way around. He's supposed to convert and follow you. You're the true Jew that the Bible speaks about. You know, that's what I want to bring.
Them so-called Amalekites in Israel probably look at Shine like an idiot.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking about the real scouts. They probably look like, nigga, you are a Jew.
Yeah.
You know it. Idiot, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
And the curses are upon us and upon our seed, man, for a period of time, man. And that period of time is until the Most High sends Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to come down here and deliver us out of this captivity, man. Until then, we're under these curses, man, and we can't escape. Period. So you so-called Negroes, if anybody else has an idea like Treyvon Martin, you got some money in the bank right now, and you're working hard, you're working 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying, you're working overnight shift and overtime and stuff, talking about you're going to buy you a house out in a white neighborhood, you might be next. And by the way, man, James Byrd, it's another dude, man, that got caught up hanging around in a predominantly white area, and he got killed. We're not rejoicing, we're not having a party and saying it was great, but the brother brought out the scriptures, man. The scriptures tell you, man, in the book of Isaiah 13, which we always bring out, the scriptures say, then shall every man what? Return to his own people, man. Cleave to his own people. We're in that time now. Now. Stop trying to hang out with the so-called white man. The so-called white man is about to reveal his horns, man, and show you that he's the devil. He's about to do it real soon, man. Go ahead.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness.
Yeah, you act like it's a drag to keep these commandments. You act like it's a hard thing to keep the commandments, to keep the Sabbath. To not sleep with a woman that already has a boyfriend and you want to mess with her, which is wicked. To not eat pork, shrimp, lamb, lobster, or crab. You act like that's hard, man. You're not even happy to do it. When you're in this truth, you're supposed to be happy to keep the commandments. When the Passover comes, you're supposed to be happy. When the Sabbath comes, you're supposed to be happy. Not like, oh God, they go to Sabbath again. Now I can't lay with my woman. Now I can't do this. Now I can't do that. Like it's a drag. You're supposed to be happy to keep these commandments, man. Because the Most High shows favor to you by giving you these commandments. That's what sets you apart from a stinking doodle-eating African, man. That's what sets you apart from them. That's what sets you apart from them damn so-called East Indians that smell like curry, man. That's what sets you apart from them guys, man. The Most High gave you these commandments. See? Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So since you didn't want to serve the Lord, the Most High put our behinds in slavery under the white man during slavery, and now we serve our enemy, man. That's the curse. And you know when we're going to get out of that and be back to being kings and queens like we're supposed to be? We come back to the scriptures. Till then, we're going to ever be oppressed, like you just read. Read.
I also want to emphasize the point where the Most High said, where the Most High says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. When the Most High says enemies, he's meaning plural, meaning all. Every single last so-called white man, woman, and child is your enemy. Even if you're married to them. If your white wife is your enemy. If you black women, you're married to a white man, your white husband is your enemy. Why? Because the Lord said so.
That's right. That's right. That's plain. Go ahead.
Your white neighbor that you live amongst in that gated community is your enemy. Like George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman was the enemy to Treyvon Martin. Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Most High sent the nations against us, man. The so-called white men, these other nations, the Lord sent them against us. Why? Because we broke the commandments. Come on.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Everything that we need, we have to go to the so-called white man to get. And as we bring out millions of times, so we go back and check the old videos, there's no getting slick or getting around it. If you own your own house, if you own your own water company, if you own your own store, whatever like that, you still got to go to the white man. You still got to pay the so-called white man taxes. You ain't opening a business without a business certificate. So I don't care what you got. You got to go to the white man in some way, shape, or form to have what you have. Period, point blank, end of story. Like the priest of war always brings out. Because Negroes are slick, man. Right. It's real slick. Go ahead.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
We know that happened during slavery. The so-called white man will put a yoke of iron around our necks during slavery so that we wouldn't try to escape, man. You understand? All the stuff that happened to our people in the past and is happening to our people now, again, these are curses that the Lord put on our people for being disobedient. And to this very day, a so-called black or Hispanic man, we still are disobedient. I mean, look, when you go and you read the book of Numbers, right? I was reading that the other day, when you read the book of Numbers, the Most High did all sorts of miracles to deliver the Israelites out of Egypt. And every time something happened, they would start murmuring and whining and complaining and being rebellious, saying, man, you brought us out here to die, la la la, whatever, whatever. The Most High, they said that they didn't want to eat manna. They was tired of eating manna. The Most High sent them quails. They got happy. Then they was like, damn, we thirsty. How you brought us out here to die? The Most High gave them water. They were happy. Then they rebelled again. Then the Most High said, then the men went to spy the land and saw that the men that were living in the land were giants. And, oh man, the Most High brought us out here to die. That's the characteristics of you so-called Negroes, man. Ever rebellious against the Most High and the men that the Most High set up. But the Most High is about to put an end to that real soon. Go ahead.
Until he hath destroyed thee.
Right, until the so-called white man had destroyed him, man. You know, the so-called white man did destroy the majority of our people during slavery, man. Because he broke your spirit. The ones that he didn't physically kill, he destroyed you spiritually. And guess what? Now you have a generation of so-called black and Hispanics who don't read the Bible at all. You don't care about the Most High. You don't care about nothing. All you care about is yourself, man. How do I know? I listen to rap music. That's how I know. You so-called Negroes are greedy and selfish, man. That's what rap is all about. I got a big house. I got a big car. I got a big this. I got big jewelry. I got a big chain. I got a big butt woman. I got more cars than you. Niggas is selfish, man, and you don't care about your people. You never talk about doing better for your people, man. When the hell is 50 Cent gonna make a song about helping his people? Just one. You always talk about what you got. I got this, I got that. You know what I'm saying? When Christ come back, you're gonna get death. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get death when Christ come back. You understand? You're proud to be a slave. Proud. Nobody can tell you nothing. If you had a chance, you would kill us for telling you that you're not slaves, that you God's chosen people, because that's showing the way you act. Go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And the so-called white man did that, man. He didn't show favor to old or young. Right. We were in slavery and during the civil rights movement. Right. He didn't show favor to old or young. He was sick in dogs of old men, young men, women, all of that. He's a monster, man. You go on YouTube and you type in police going wild. Yo, you're gonna get, I kid you not, 10,000 videos. And in these videos, these police officers are beating down grandmas, they're beating down granddads, they're beating down kids. They're handcuffing 8-year-old kids in school. They're doing all of that. They don't have no mercy. Right. That's why the police, I'm going to say this real quick and then you can come in. That's why they have the police department in schools from elementary, man. If you live in New York City, you read the daily news and seeing the police locking up kids 5 years old. Right. They don't have no mercy on our people, man, whatsoever. See that? So we are definitely under the curses, man. Go ahead, you have something you want to say?
Yeah, brother, they do that in different states too. In Texas, they do that too. If a child acts up, they bring the police, they bring the authorities in. So they training a child from young to get used to the cuffs. You understand? Because they figure as though that's what your future's gonna be. The white man is our enemy, man. Like the brother said, you type in certain videos in YouTube, you'll see police planting evidence on black men, police handcuffing men and still shooting them, police killing people and standing around looking at the dead body while the blood is draining out of the black man on the street, man. Right. So when you see all of that, he's your enemy, man. You can't forget about that. I just want to bring one quick scripture up.
And can I just add this in real quick? Get ready to bring that scripture. I want to add one thing in too. We watch the news. The scriptures tell us to watch as well as pray. You know why we always refer to the news and different things? Because we know what's going on. Right. You saw with Negroes, you watch World Star Hip Hop, BET, Rap City, that's all you know. You don't know nothing else. Right. You understand? To add on to what the brother was saying, if you ever heard the Rampart scandal in LA, you know what that was about? That was about the so-called white man planting drugs and all the gangbangers out in LA. Or just generally black people in general. It was a big scandal they call like Rampart or something like that. If you're from Cali, you know what I'm talking about. You understand? Go ahead.
Also, Bastards of the Party. That's a good documentary that shows the white man. He didn't want the truce to go down between the so-called Bloods and so-called Crips. So what he did, he impounded Bloods cars, drive around and do a drive-by in a Crip neighborhood to foster that anger. The white man's a damn devil, man.
Did y'all hear what the brother said?
It's a damn devil.
All right, let me repeat it again, because I mean that's something that needs to be said twice. There's a video documentary out called Bastards of the Party. Some of you may have seen it. The majority of brothers in Israel may have never heard of it. It's a documentary where they give you the origins of the gangs out in LA. Most of those gangs started off as offshoots of the Black Panther Party.
That's right.
And as the brother brought out, in one particular scandal, the police department in Los Angeles the white man is such a devil that the Crips and the Bloods, they had a truce. They wasn't gangbanging no more. The white man was so mad that he went and he impounded, like he said, some of the Crips' cars, and then took their cars and went in blood neighborhoods and shot people.
Yeah, vice versa too.
Right, and vice versa.
Right.
And that's how these guys started fighting again. And tell me this man is not our enemy? Right.
To sum it up, this is Ecclesiasticus, this is in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, I could go on with that, but that's like the brother said, that's basic scriptures. Brothers in Israel know the breakdown on that. This is for the people tuning in YouTube who just watching it and trying to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God in Christ. Read Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy. That's basically it in a nutshell.
Right. The continuation of verse 50 in Deuteronomy 28 and 50, nor show favor to the young. That's why the Sanford Police Department didn't prosecute or didn't arrest George Zimmerman, because they didn't care about Treyvon Martin. They didn't show favor to the young. Treyvon Martin was only 17 years old. He was young. But the white man doesn't care about Treyvon Martin or any other young black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian. Why? Because those are the curses that we're under. So that proves that living in these gated communities are not the answer for our people. That proves it. Didn't Trayvon Martin just get murdered a month ago on the NBA All-Star Weekend? He was living in a gated community. Well, his father was. He wasn't in the hood. Matter of fact, he left the hood to go visit his father and his fiance, and he got murdered inside of a gated community. I want to get verse 60, I believe that verse 65 and 66 to further bring out the Trayvon Martin incident that is in the Bible. The Most High said Trayvon Martin, he didn't say his name personally, but he says that young Israelite men like Trayvon Martin would be murdered in this fashion.
Right, like Trayvon Martin, like Sean Bell, like Ramarley Graham. You understand? Like Patrick Dorismond. Yeah. In case you so-called Hispanics think that you're getting away, like Oscar Grant, okay, like Jose Garcia, and like Anthony Baez. We all under the curses. A lot of you so-called Hispanics, I mean, I know Moreno, no black. So that doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does. Especially you so-called Dominicans, you so-called Panamanians, you so-called Hondurans. You be as black as night speaking Spanish talking about you're not black. You are out of your mind.
That's right.
That's all I got to say on that. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 65 verse 64 and 65 to 66. And the Lord